to start. It's been like 2 months, I think, since I uploaded. I feel like this happens too many times and I'm so sorry. So pretty much what happened, I actually have been filming over these past 2 months, but I just never got around to actually like editing a video together because I've just had so much going on since summer started. So starting in June, I started going to actual clinics to make up for spring term. And also I got a job. Before I moved down here, I used to work at Dutch Bros. And once I moved here for school, I just decided not to work. But now I decided to work again. So I'm working at Dutch Bros again down here. And so I had clinic and work. And then also me and my husband bought a house. So we were also moving. And so I just could not find the time to edit a video. I mean, I'm sure I could if I really tried, but I was just so exhausted all the time, and also tried to have like a social life still. Clinic is over until fall term and we are all moved. We are not completely done unpacking or anything, but we're at least moved, and like this is our new bedroom and all that stuff. So I'm literally just like sitting on the floor because I don't really know where I'm gonna film yet. But we will figure it out, and I will work on posting videos more frequently. Also, I chopped my hair off and got some highlights if you didn't notice already. But yeah, so I do have footage from when I was actually still doing clinic. We had makeup clinics 4 times a week for a month, from like mid-June to mid-July. So I'm going to put in some of that footage that I filmed while I was still in clinics, and then I will update you guys afterwards. So a few updates since my last video. Finals went really well. My husband and I are closing on a house tomorrow, so ignore all the boxes. You can't really see all of them, but there's a lot of boxes in the back because we're moving. I used to work at Dutch Bros, and I decided to start working there again because we have Dutch Bros down here. So if you don't know what that is, if you're not from like near the West Coast, it's just a coffee chain that's pretty popular over here. So I'm gonna be working there again, and I start tomorrow, and I'm pretty excited. And then obviously, as you can see, I'm in my scrubs, so I'm going to clinic right now. We are finally able to have clinic. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in my last video, but we are gonna have 4 weeks of clinic with about 4 clinics a week to make up for our spring term of clinics. So yeah, I'm excited. Today's the first day. I'm kind of nervous actually because I definitely didn't practice at home as much as I should have. I think I did 1 time. So, and I'm gonna be a clinician today. So this first week, we are not seeing actual patients because we're a little rusty. So this first week, like today, you have partners, and one person today is going to be clinician, which is going to be me today. I'm going to be clinician first, which I'm kind of nervous. Usually I don't care, but since it's been so long, like I kind of wish I was a patient today, just so I can get like, you know, the vibes back of clinic before being a clinician. But oh well, I'll get it out of the way. So yeah, we're gonna try to do a full assessment on our partners to get some points. Since clinic is a little different this time, usually you wouldn't get any points towards your like requirements practicing it on each other, but they're making some exceptions for this term because it's been so weird. So if I can complete a full assessment on my patient today, then I will get some points for that. And that's like, you know, we take their vitals, go through health history, all that stuff, you know, do their gingival description, EO-IO, and probe their whole mouth, like all of those kind of things. All the things you do before you actually start cleaning their teeth. That's like their assessment essentially. And if I can do a full one today, then I'll get points for that. And then Wednesday's our next clinic, and then, you know, you swap, so I'll be a patient. And then Thursday we are gonna do skill evals on some skill evals on our typodont that we're not allowed to do on patients this term because of the, you know, stricter health regulations. We're not supposed to do anything that could produce any aerosols. So like we can't use any ultrasonic scalers. We can only hand scale. And also we cannot polish. And there's also some stricter regulations on sealants. I know you can still do them, but the regulations for it are much stricter. So on Thursday we're gonna bring in our typodonts and we're gonna do skill evals for sealants and also polishing, since we are not gonna be doing those in our clinic this term. So that's gonna be happening on Thursday. And then Friday, most of my classmates will have patients, but I will be clinic assistant on Friday, so I will not have a patient that day. So you'll be assigned clinic assistant or sterilization tech, you know, one of them maybe once or twice in the term. If you're clinic assistant, you help out in clinic, maybe flip rooms like with the x-ray rooms, or someone puts up a flag, they ran out of gloves or something, you'll go grab that for them, all kinds of stuff like that. So, and then sterilization tech is obviously in sterilization. So yeah, I'll be clinic assistant on Friday, and then I will have my first real patient on Monday, and then every other clinic for the rest of the term I will have a real patient. So I'm super nervous, but I'm also excited, and so it'll be 3 weeks of just patients. So that will be fun. I'm very looking forward to it. But yeah, also nervous. It's very nerve-wracking to go such a long time and then see our first patients. But you know, that is how it works sometimes. You have got to be flexible because you never know what's gonna happen. For clinic this term, it's gonna be really different. So we'll be entering as clinicians on one side of the building and patients will be entering from the other side, and there will be people at both entrances doing temperature checks, and if your temperature is too high as a clinician or a patient, you have to go home. And like we have to bring our own mask to wear the whole time we are in the building before we go to like actually clinic. And same with the patients, they need to be wearing a mask as well whenever they're in a organ tech building. So that includes our building. Just extra precautions like that. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting little summer term of clinic, but I'm excited to finally start. Okay, I just got out of clinic and now it's required that we change out of our scrubs into regular clothes before going home, so we're not, you know, getting into our car and touching all our stuff with our gross scrubs on, which honestly, like a lot of places do that already before this whole pandemic situation, so it's best practice anyway, so I don't mind having to change. So clinic at first felt I just felt kind of like stressed because I was in the first group of people doing their assessment, since I did mine today and other people will be doing theirs on Wednesday, and we haven't been in clinic in forever, so it took me a second to like get back into my groove of things, but then I did like pretty good on my assessment and I got it all completed, so I am happy about that. Just a little rusty, but it was not too bad at all. And she like paired everyone up with like their friends in the program, which was nice, so it made it a little more relaxed. Felt good. And now for the rest of the week, it's a little bit less stressful except for Thursday, since we're doing some skill evals. But other than that, my week this week is pretty light, and the next week is when it gets more serious, when I'll start seeing real patients. But yeah, we have to have face shields now, so that was like a lot going on. I felt like there was so much happening. Like I had my mask on, I had my loops around my neck, and then my face shield on, and then I was trying to take like blood pressure, and I had like my stethoscope, and it just felt like a lot. Like it felt like almost claustrophobic for a little bit, and I was getting kind of like flustered about it. Like I just felt like there was too much on me. But then after working for a little bit longer, like I just got used to it and I didn't really notice the face shield anymore. So overall it didn't bother me. Just at first it was like too much. And those face shields are expensive. I had to buy them and they're $60 for just a face shield. And then tomorrow I start work. I'm gonna be very busy this next 4 weeks because I have clinic for myself. I'm gonna be a patient for my mentor's clinic, and then I have work. Also, I'm taking one online class, and then it'll be like 5, and after that I just have to get through 4 weeks, so we can do it. Expect an update Thursday after clinic and our skill evals. So yeah, that'll be right now. Okay, so it is Thursday night and I am just leaving clinic. It is 9 o'clock. Today was a dry clinic for most of us. There was 4 people that decided to swap their dry clinic, meaning there's no patients. Instead of today, they want to do it on Friday because their patient could come in tonight and not tomorrow. So there was 4 people, I think, that had a real patient today and they did awesome. I'm so proud of my classmates and I'm really excited to start seeing patients. I'm definitely nervous, but I'm also excited, and I feel like we have been practicing on each other. Oh my god, my little air freshener keeps sweeping. We've been working on each other for so long now. We were supposed to start seeing our first patients April 15th or something like that, and it's been put off until now. So yeah, I feel like I'm ready to finally just get into it, even though I don't feel like I'll know. My biggest worry is that I won't know exactly what to do next, but it's not a test. We're there to learn, so I'm just trying not to over stress about it. But tonight for my dry lab, I did 2 skill evals and a coaching. It was really a lab to just bust out some skill evals of things that we are not going to be doing on patients with the regulations right now. So we polished on our typodonts, and then we also did sealants on our typodonts for a skill eval as well. And those went really well. I was super nervous about the sealant skill eval, but I got 100% on it, and then I got 96 on polishing, which is just funny. I was polishing is gonna be totally fine. It's literally polishing, and then I was I have no idea how to do a freaking sealant. So I worked this morning from 9 to 2, and then I had to be at the clinic at 4:30. So in between the two, I ate a salad and then reviewed how to do a sealant. I just figured, I looked over the polishing skill eval, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. I can't even remember what I got marked down for, but whatever. Either way, I passed both. And we have 2 more skill evals for this term, which we will be doing on real patients. And my first real patient will be on Monday, since I am clinic assistant tomorrow, and I want to do both of them on Monday and be done with my skill evals. And then I just have a couple coachings left. So I'm feeling good about busting through these skill evals because it's really not fun to just have those hanging over your head throughout the term. I would love to do 2 on Monday on my first patient because one of them is just using an intraoral camera. So it's a camera that plugs into your computer, and then you literally put it in their mouth, intraoral, and take pictures of anything that you would like to document or anything you would like your patient to see. Say they have a lot of biofilm buildup and you just want them to see what it looks like on the back of their lower anteriors. That's probably most common place for buildup, and you can't really see it because it's on the back side. So you can take a picture and show them and educate them on how to more properly remove their plaque and biofilm every day. Or just if there's something interesting like a lesion in their mouth, or I don't know, some unique anatomy, you can document it with a picture. So you would do that on your first appointment with them because that's when you're doing, your intraoral exams and everything like that. And then our other one is periodontal charting skill eval, which we should be getting done the first appointment, which is probing and noting recession and stuff like that. So yeah, I would love to just do both of those on Monday. Then I would just have coachings left, and that's awesome. So it'll be very interesting as clinic assistant tomorrow. I was a patient earlier in the week, so I kind of know what it's like now with the new regulations, but patients and clinicians will be entering from opposite sides of the building, and then I don't remember if I, as a clinic assistant or the sterile tech, will be taking temperatures of the clinicians, and then there'll be an instructor taking temperatures on the other side of the building of the patients. And if the patient's temperature is above, I can't remember, like 100 and something, maybe like 102, or maybe something like that, they cannot be seen, they have to go home. And if a clinician is at 100 or more, they cannot be a clinician that day. So that's really stressful because there's just not enough clinics to get all of your requirements done and miss a clinic because you had a temperature. So I've been trying to be extra cautious and wearing my mask everywhere because I don't want to get sick at all. We only have 3 weeks of seeing patients because our first week was working on each other, so they're all condensed, and so if you get sick, like you miss like a third of your clinics, which can't do that. I'm feeling excited about everything. I hope if you are someone that has been just accepted into a program, don't get like discouraged if your program is going to be slightly altered because of the pandemic, because you will still become a hygienist. It'll still happen. It just might be done a little bit differently than in the past, and that is fine. It is still going to happen at the end of the day, and we will get through this together. It is Monday, June 29th, and today is the first day that I will be seeing a real patient. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I feel like they prepared us. Most of my classmates saw theirs on Friday, but I was clinic assistant, so I did not see my first patient, but I will be today. I'm just like thinking about all of the things that I have to do before my patient gets there. I do have to take radiographs, which is a thing I'm the most like not looking forward to because that's not my favorite, but other than that, I think it will be fine. I would really like to get through periodontal charting, but with radiographs, I don't know if I will, but I hope that I can. So that's the goal, and I will update you guys after today. Okay, so a little bit late update on Monday. It is now Wednesday, July 1st, and my first appointment on Monday actually went super well. I was nervous because I also had to take x-rays. I had to take a pano and 4 bite wings. And obviously I had not taken any radiographs since winter term, so I was kind of nervous, but they actually went pretty well and I got a lot done. Our first term seeing patients, we take like a few appointments to complete a patient, but I feel like I got a good amount done in my first appointment. I got through his health history and vitals, which you do vitals every appointment, and then I was able to do his extraoral and intraoral exam, his gingival description, his occlusion, get Panama bite wings taken, get the dentist over to do a doctor exam, interpret his radiographs, do dental charting. Yeah, the only thing I was wanting to get done that I didn't was perio charting, but since I took radiographs and he also had a dental exam, I'm not really upset that I didn't get through perio charting, so that will be the first thing I will be doing after taking his vitals next appointment. But today, this morning, I'm going to clinic and I have a different patient today, so I'll be doing all those things with this patient except for I don't need to take radiographs on her because I had her send in hers from her dentist since she had recent ones, and I don't think she'll need a doctor exam either. So my goal with her today is to get through perio charting. I know her health history is going to take a little bit longer because she is a new patient to the clinic, whereas my last patient has been to the clinic before, so I just had to like go through the health history, making sure nothing had like changed. But with hers, I have to actually go through the whole thing and fill it out, which does take a while, but I can do it. This patient I don't know as well as my last patient. This will be my first patient with someone who's not like someone really close to me. So hopefully it goes well and I don't get too freaking nervous. But I am excited, and after today, I feel like I'll be more confident in seeing people that I don't know as well. I'm just leaving clinic. I changed into my work clothes because I work in 40 minutes, and I'm gonna try to go grab some food real quickly before work. But anyway, so today I had a new patient, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to get through everything that I wanted to because she's never been here before, and I have to more thoroughly fill out her health history. But since I didn't have to take radiographs today, I was able to get so much done. I got everything done that I did with my first patient, plus I was able to do my full periodontal charting and do a skill eval on that, and I got 100% on that skill eval. And then I was able to get coaching on our case presentation / getting PARC, which is like consent and, you know, telling your patient what their treatment's gonna be and everything like that. And I was able to get all the way through PARC, which is really awesome for a new patient appointment for us newbies. So I'm feeling really good, and I was kind of nervous because, like, you know, she's an acquaintance, she's not someone I know really well, but I'm excited. It went really good, and it really boosted my confidence. So yeah, I just feel like every time I'm just getting more excited to continue treating patients, and I'm not as like nervous. I was definitely nervous for today, but like going forward, this gave me a lot of confidence that, you know, they did prepare us and I do know what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm excited to finally start scaling. Tomorrow I will have the patient that I had last time, and hopefully I can get through periodontal charting really quickly and, you know, do their diagnosis and case presentation and consent, and then I should be able to start scaling like probably the last half of the appointment. So I'm super excited, and then next week I will be able to scale because tomorrow's our last appointment this week, and then next week I will definitely be able to start scaling the patient that I had today. So I am just feeling really good and excited right now. Hi guys, sorry I've been so bad updating. It's Friday now, so my last clinic of the week. Usually would have clinic on Fridays, but we don't today because it's like observing Independence Day or whatever, so we didn't have clinic today. But last night was my last clinic for the week, and I started scaling, so I am very excited about that. I didn't get any of my scaling checked, so I don't really know how I did, but I finished a sextant, so they will check that when they come in on Monday, and I will continue plugging along. And yeah, I'm very excited. I'm not really nervous before clinics anymore. I feel like I've gained a lot of confidence over this week of seeing actual patients, and I'm excited to just keep doing it. So yeah, that is my update for my first week with real patients, and I can't wait to see how next week goes and maybe finish one. So I will let you guys know, and I will talk to you guys later. So that was the last clip that I filmed. Pretty much all of my patients went really well. I was able to complete 4 patients, and our requirement was to complete 2 patients to have a full CMRS done and a pano and bite wings. And I was able to complete all of those requirements plus extra, so 2 more patients. So yeah, I'm really happy about how my first term seeing patients went. I was really nervous about it. I didn't know how it was gonna go, but it went really well. I definitely gained a lot of confidence throughout the term, and I felt like excited about clinic versus like dreading it. Like, I wouldn't say I dreaded it, but I would be like nervous about it and like kind of anxious, like felt like I didn't really know what I was doing. And throughout the term that really went away, and I just started looking forward to clinics, which makes me really happy. Today is August 21st, and September 21st is when we're going to be going back to school, so exactly a month from now. Our school, like Oregon Tech, recently sent out an email saying that the lower classmen will be going to school on campus, and the upperclassmen, so anyone taking 300 level and above classes, will be remote, so online classes. But we then got an email from our head of our dental hygiene department, and they didn't say anything about online classes or anything, and we're still having dental hygiene orientation for like welcoming the new class. So I'm not really sure if we're gonna be online or not. I don't know if, since we're like a cohort, if we're allowed to be in class in the fall, even though like the juniors and the seniors, so I'm gonna be a junior this next year, even though we're gonna be taking 300 level and above classes, I'm not sure if we're gonna be on campus anyways. I don't know. So we will figure that out. But I'm super excited to be going into my junior year. I know our requirements for a number of patients for the fall is 4, which I'm feeling good about because I was able to complete 4 my first term seeing patients, so I shouldn't have any problem doing it in the fall. My only worry is that I need to find patients because currently I do not have people lined up. That's honestly the hardest part about dental hygiene school personally. Like, it's just kind of annoying to have to find your own patients all the time. You know, we all have to do it. I know there's some programs where they are blessed enough to not have to go out and hunt down their own patients, but most of the programs that is the case, unfortunately. So I'm going to be working on that. Hopefully I can rope some of my new coworkers into being my patients. That would be great. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now, guys. I'm so sorry I went MIA for a while, but I'm going to work on being better. And now that we've moved and like I've gotten into my new kind of groove with school and work, even though I'm not in school right now anymore. But also to just kind of explain how like the grading worked for our clinic requirements. If you completed 2 patients, that is a 75% in your clinic requirements. So like that's what you need to pass. But to like do better and like get an A, you are expected to do better than like what the requirements are. So since I completed 4 patients and did some extra things, I was able to get an A in the class, luckily. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself. I was able to get straight A's all year, which is like a really big deal to me because I never was a straight A student, but I know that I want to be the best hygienist that I can possibly be, so I'm trying to take all my classes pretty seriously, because I know this is information that I'm actually going to need to use, you know, throughout my whole entire career. It's not like when I was taking classes in the past before the program and it's like, when am I ever going to use, you know, like calculus or whatever it was. So yeah, it's helped me to retain it a lot better, I feel like. The only thing is when spring term was online, I feel like I didn't retain as much as I would have when we were actually in school. Yeah, that's the one downside about this whole thing. But luckily, as of now, we're still able to have clinics and everything, so I'm just hoping that will continue so we don't fall behind. Our seniors that had just graduated this last year all passed their boards exam, and they were not allowed to use ultrasonics. Same when we were in spring term, we could not use ultrasonics at all just because we're trying to reduce the amount of aerosols. We couldn't even polish or anything. So pretty much their whole program, they've been, you know, told that they can go into their boards exam, use their ultrasonic, crank it up, and, you know, go for it. But then, you know, this whole pandemic happened. They had to push off their boards for like a month or so, and then they had to do it all with hand scaling, and every single one of them passed, so I'm really excited for them. So yeah, they all persevered through this pandemic and are gonna be great hygienists, so I'm really excited for all of them. And I'm gonna let you guys know what classes I'm gonna be taking this next term. So in the fall, I'm gonna have clinic and seminar as usual, prevention 4, community health, periodontology part 2, and then I have to take one elective for our bachelor's program, and I'm taking global population health for that, and that is everything. So most of them we've already like taken before. There's just multiple parts, like they're pretty much things that you take all throughout your program. So it should be good. I'm excited. I'm excited for the new class. I'm excited to meet them in the fall. We will have orientation as planned as of now with them. So, and I'm excited to get paired up with my mentee and be their mentor. And yeah, let me know if any of you guys are starting dental hygiene school this fall. I'm really excited for all of you guys that are. And yeah, I will hopefully be coming on here to update you guys soon.